Hi everyone, it's Autumn. Today I wanted to do a palette of the week video for you. I used the Too Faced Natural Matte for 3 days in a row this week, and I did 3 Get Ready With Me videos. I'm not going to go into a full-on review like I normally do with these sorts of palettes, just because I've mentioned how many times before I've loved this palette. But I will kind of go ahead and give you an overview if you're not familiar with it. This is an all matte palette. And it's kind of cut into 3 different categories. You have your warmer tones up here, then you have like your pink to purple tones, and then you have like your neutral to slightly cool tones right here. I think that you don't have to go, because it's supposed to be like day classic fashion is kind of like how they have it set up. You do not have to go, obviously, within those. I mix them all up, as you will see in the different looks. But I have been using this non-stop since I got it. And I got it towards the end of spring, beginning of summer, I think. I'm pretty sure, yeah. But I got it then, and I've been loving it ever since getting it. I'm not going to do swatches right here on camera, but I will do some swatches on my hand of this palette, and then insert them right here. And as you can see, the shades are just all really gorgeous. There's a huge variety of shades. I like to pair this palette kind of over a more shimmery eyeshadow base. Since these are all matte, they just kind of help to add dimension and kind of calm down any shimmer, or you can use this as an all matte palette by itself. These matte shadows are not chalky. They're definitely not satin. There are no shimmers, but they're not chalky. They're just really creamy, and they just glide onto the eyes, and they don't look matte or give a full on matte look. Sometimes I feel like sometimes people do matte eyeshadow and then they go in with that whole strobing trend and their face just looks ridiculous. It's like crazy matte eye and then strobed face. I don't feel uncomfortable using this and then going in and highlighting my face. I don't find that it is that big of a contrast between the two. So anyway, I think that this is really great. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the looks. If you're interested in the look I currently have on my face, this is look number 3. But I'm going to go ahead and jump into them, and I hope you enjoy the video. So today I'm going to go for a more natural look, and the first thing I'm going to do is jump into this shade called Heaven and just put that all over the lid. And then using the same brush, I'm going to jump into this shade right here called Cashmere Bunny. And it's like a light, slightly gray brown. Once you have that blended into the crease, I'm going to go in with this same shade Cashmere Bunny on a pencil brush, and I'm going to run that along the lower lash line. Then I'm going to take a crease brush, and I'm going to go into this shade right here called Sexpresso, and just kind of dot that right here. And then using this blender brush that I used before, just go out and blend that out. And that is all for the eye makeup. I'm going to do the rest of my makeup, and I'll be back to show you the completed look. Okay, so hopefully you can see it. This is the completed look. I also wanted to mention that I went through with eyeliner. I used my Kat Von D brown liquid eyeliner. I think it's called like Mad Max Brown. And then I went over it with the Sexpresso and just kind of put it over the top to soften it a little bit, and that is the completed look. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with today's look. And I'm going to start off by using a paint pot. And I'm going to use this one, and this is Indian Wood by MAC. And I'm just going to take this Real Techniques, I think this is their base shadow brush, something like that. And I am just going to work this in all over the lid. And then I'll just take my fingers and kind of blend up. Just taking a little bit of it onto the tip of my ring finger. I'm now just going to work it into the lash line as well. Alright, so now going in with the eyeshadow, I'm first going to go in with the shade right here called Chocolate Cookie. And I'm going to take that on this fluffy brush. This is a Sigma E35. Going to get off the excess, and I'm just going to kind of work this into the crease. And there's kind of the difference right there. It's in the same color family. It's just matte. So this just kind of helps to take the shine out of the crease. And then just taking a clean fluffy brush, I'm just going to go in now and just spread that out and clean it up. I have a MAC 217 and I'm going to go into the shade right here called Risque. And then just get some of that on the brush and stamp it right out here. I'm going to go in with that clean brush and just blend. And then that is it for the eyeshadow. I will finish my makeup and then I'll be back to show you the completed look. Alright, so I just applied some mascara and this is the completed look. I will see you tomorrow with the third look. Okay, so today I have really no idea what I'm doing. Originally I wanted to do a smoky eye, but the more I thought about it, I thought that maybe I should just do a designated smoky eye video because I've seen some people doing smoky eyes and it's kind of a hot mess. But also because the shades that I would use for the smoky eye in this palette are these two, which I've already used, and I've actually used all of the shades in the palette so far except for the more sort of pink toned ones. So I'm going to use those today, and I may have to dip into some others, but I'm just going to kind of experiment today and see what kind of look I can get. So usually I go in knowing what I'm going to do, and I already have my bronzer and my blush and everything put on, but I didn't do that today because I don't really know what my eyes are going to look like. So I'm going to go in first with this Laura Mercier Metallic Creme Eye Color. And this is in the shade Rose Gold. And I am just going to apply that all over the lid. And then kind of blend it up with my finger. Alright, now that I have that on, I'm going to go in with the shade Nude. And I'm just going to work that into my crease with this fluffy brush. I'm going to try to brighten up the inner corner area. And I'm going to go in with this pinky shade called Lace Teddy, and I'm just going to kind of place that just in the inner area and then blend it to the crease. And then with the shade Honey Butter, I'm going to take that just slightly above my crease and just kind of blend it in as well. And just taking a clean fluffy brush, I am going to blend to the brow bone just to make sure that everything is blended. And now going in, I'm going to go into the shade Strapless, which is like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a pinky purple mauve shade. And I'm going to apply that on the lid. Then again, just taking this clean brush right here, I'm just going to blend. And then going in with Chocolate Cookie, I'm going to get that on this sort of crease brush, and I'm just going to place that into the outer V area. And then again, taking that same brush, I'm just going to blend that out. And then taking again that same chocolate cookie shade, taking that on the lower, probably just like the outer third of the bottom lash line, and then I'm going to blend it with my finger. And then that's it for the eyeshadow. I'm going to go ahead and apply my eyeliner, mascara, and the rest of my face, and then I'll be back to show you the completed look. Okay, so this is the final look with the rest of my makeup done. Usually I don't really like sorts of pinky tones on my eyes, but I think that it all pulled together with the rest of the makeup. So this is the final look of the palette, and I'm going to get back to the rest of the video. Alright, so I hope that you enjoyed the video and the 3 looks. I really do love this palette. I've already done a couple of getting ready with me videos prior to this. With it, I don't know, it's my favorite matte palette. I just love those shades. But next week's palette is also going to be a Too Faced palette because I haven't done one with this. And this is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and I'm really excited to kind of dig into this and experiment with it a little bit. I've only used this a handful of times. So yeah, so stay tuned for next week and you will see what I do with this one. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!